中高生の基礎英語
In English.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Gary Scott Fine.
Hi, everyone. I'm Hannah Grace. I hope you enjoy the program today.
Hello, I'm Nakamura Riku. Let's have another great week.
Let's do it.
All right, then. Let's start the lesson.
Topic 23. Day 1.
Let's warm up by chatting about this week's topic, which is...
How did you change this school year? How did you change this school year?
Every year, we have new experiences.
We may go to new places or meet new people.
And all the things we do and people we meet may give us new ideas or ways of thinking.
Yes, we learn new things. We change.
At the beginning of this school year, Mika's goal was to get straight A's in all her classes.
Right. And Ken's goal was to find a girlfriend.
And now it's March. It's the end of the school year.
Ken and Mika had a lot of new experiences this year.
Yes. Riku, can you think of something that Mika experienced this year?
Last week, she wears glasses.
Ah,
Yes, she started to wear glasses. Yes.
very
Good.
good. And what about something Ken experienced?
Ken talks with Saki.
Yes, he started to talk with Saki.
Right. Mika thought that wearing glasses would be the end of the world.
But maybe her way of thinking is changing now.
Yeah. Ken had some trouble, too, with math.
But he became friends with Saki, and maybe she can help him. Listeners, maybe you've changed this year, too.
This week, we're asking, how did you change this school year? Riku and listeners who are students, you can talk about the way you changed during the school year, which is from last April to this March.
Right. And our listeners who are not students can tell us how they changed last year between January and December.
Yes. Now, let's look at this week's dialogue.
Mika and Ken are sitting at the dinner table with Mom and Dad.
Right. They are about to have a conversation looking back at the school year.
Don't eat so fast, Ken.
So, the school year's almost done. You know what that means.
Oh, no.
Let's reflect. How did you change this year? Mika?
I got B's in some classes. I'm wearing glasses. It's not the end of the world.
Right?
In fact, it was a good year overall. I learned a lot.
Such as?
I've realized that life won't always go the way I plan. From now on, I'll be more flexible.
Go with the flow. Great, Mika.
How about you, Ken? Your goal was to do better in math.
No, Dad. My goal was to get a girlfriend.
Oh, right. And?
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't exactly have a girlfriend yet, but I learned something.
Oh?
I've discovered that sometimes doing things I don't like can be good.
Ken? Is that really you?
I'm serious. In the future, I'll be spending more time on math. I got a tutor.
Well, I'm impressed.
Yeah. So, Riku, what were you able to catch?
Mom said, "Don't eat so fast, Ken."
Yes.
She did.
Yes. Ken couldn't change this year.
Yes. she said the same thing at the start of April
Yes.
last year, so that didn't change. Was Mika able to reach her goal?
She couldn't get straight A's or her classes.
That's right. But how did she feel?
She thinks it was a good year overall.
That's great.
Yeah.
And what about Ken? Was he able to reach his goal?
He couldn't make girlfriend.
He couldn't get a girlfriend?
Yes.
Right.
But how does he feel?
He learned something.
He learned something.
He learned something. And maybe he's closer to getting a girlfriend. Maybe.
New words.
New phrases.
Today's first word is reflect. Reflect.
To reflect on something means to think deeply or carefully about something.
Right. You usually reflect on something you have done or an opinion that you have.
In the dialogue, Dad says, "The school year's almost done." And then he says, "Let's reflect."
Right. He means, let's think about the year.
Yeah. Often when we reflect, we think about what we experienced and what we learned.
Mika had a difficult year. She fought with her friend. She had some trouble with her eyes. And she didn't get straight A's.
Yeah. But, she says, it was a good year overall.
That's our next new expression. Overall. Overall.
Overall means including everything, in general.
Right. So, it was a good year overall means that in the end, there were more good things than bad things.
Yeah. Mika says she learned to be more flexible.
Right. As Mika's mom says, go with the flow.
That's our last new phrase today. Go with the flow. Go with the flow.
Riku, do you know the word flow?
Yes. For example, flow is water flow.
Yes, water
that's
flows.
right. Yeah. The flow is the movement of something going in one way or one direction.
Yes. For example, like Riku said, a river has a flow.
Yes.
The water moves from higher places to lower places.
Yeah. To go with the flow means to let yourself move together with the things around you.
Right. It's easier to go with the flow than to fight to go in the opposite direction, against the flow.
Mika learned that sometimes it's best to be flexible and accept things the way they are.
Yes, to go with the flow.
Okay, now let's listen to the dialogue once again.
Don't eat so fast, Ken.
So, the school year's almost done. You know what that means.
Oh, no.
Let's reflect. How did you change this year? Mika?
I got B's in some classes. I'm wearing glasses. It's not the end of the world.
Right?
In fact, it was a good year overall. I learned a lot.
Such as?
I've realized that life won't always go the way I plan. From now on, I'll be more flexible.
Go with the flow. Great, Mika.
How about you, Ken? Your goal was to do better in math.
No, Dad. My goal was to get a girlfriend.
Oh, right. And?
Well, to tell you the truth, I don't exactly have a girlfriend yet, but I learned something.
Oh?
I've discovered that sometimes doing things I don't like can be good.
Ken? Is that really you?
I'm serious. In the future, I'll be spending more time on math. I got a tutor.
Well, I'm impressed.
Conversation strategy.
Today's conversation strategy is saying that something is true.
Riku, when you want to say that something is true, what might you say?
Actually,
Oh, actually.
Yeah, good. Let's look at two useful expressions from this week's dialogue. The first one is
In fact. In fact.
in fact means in truth or actually.
You can use in fact to say that something is true, especially if you think the information may surprise the other person.
Yeah. For example, in the dialogue, Mika says that she got some B's in her classes. She didn't get straight A's. But, she says, it's not the end of the world.
And then she adds, in fact, it was a good year overall. In other words, she's saying, it really wasn't such a bad year. Actually, it was a good year.
Yes. Here's another example. Hannah, you told us you enjoyed singing a song from a musical with a full orchestra.
Oh, yes, it was fun. In fact, it was one of the happiest experiences of my career.
That's great. Okay, everybody, let's practice using Mika's line. Ready? In fact, it was a good year overall. Very good.
Here's another expression for saying that something is true. You can say, to tell you the truth. To tell you the truth.
In the dialogue, Ken is talking about his goal of finding a girlfriend. And he says, to tell you the truth, I don't exactly have a girlfriend yet.
To tell you the truth, or to tell the truth, is an expression you can use when you want to be honest with someone.
Yeah, especially when the truth might be a little embarrassing for you or surprising to other people. Here's another example.
Gary Sensei, I heard you went on an early morning hike last weekend.
Yes, overall it was fun, but to tell you the truth, I prefer to sleep until noon on weekends.
I understand.
Okay, everyone, let's practice using Ken's line. Ready? To tell you the truth, I don't exactly have a girlfriend yet. Very good.
Everyone, Riku, here's a question for you. Are you good at cooking?
When you answer, if you're good at cooking, you can use in fact, and if you're not, you can use to tell you the truth. Ready? Riku?
to tell you the truth, I'm not good at cooking.
Neither am I. I'm good at eating.
Me too.
Riku, was there a new word or phrase that you would like to try using?
Let's reflect.
Really? That's
Yes.
good. Yeah.
I want to reflect this year.
It's good to reflect.
Yes. Will you say it to your friends?
Yes.
Will you say it to your family?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, everyone. That's it for today.
Bye.